Now you're each going to give a formal presentation for about 2 minutes on the topic of education and training. While you're talking, we will listen to you. Your partner and the assessor will then comment or ask you questions about what you have said. Aronka, you are going to talk about whether you think all college courses should give students practical work experience.
Yeah.
And Kirsten, you are going to talk about whether you think all companies should provide training at work so that employees continue to improve their skills. Mm-hmm. You both have 1 minute to think about what you want to say. You can make notes if you want to. If there's anything you don't understand, please ask me.
Okay, thank you very much.
Aronka, are you ready?
I hope so.
Please tell us all whether you think all college courses should give students practical work experience. Kirsten, please listen and then comment or ask questions at the end. Mm-hmm. All right?
Okay. Now, today I would like to talk about practical work experience for students. First of all, I would like to talk about whether it's useful for students to get some practical work experience. Well, I think it could be very useful because some skills you will not learn on your colleges. You will only learn the impractical things, and you will only, for example, when you will be a manager, you have to have some social skills as well, and you will not learn them at school. Secondly, I would like to talk about how it works to help students with their studies. It will help them, as I said, because they will learn more than only the impractical things. They won't study only at home, and they will learn things by experience things. And I think it's also very useful because the job they eventually want to do, they can tell them that the employers that they have had some experience. The only disadvantage I see is that it costs a lot of time to take time off from college and to go to the job and to get some work experience. Well, to summarize, I think it's very useful to get some experience in the practical side of the job.
Thank you. Kirsten, please comment or ask Aronka any questions that you have.
That was very interesting, and I have one question. What do you think about when students choose something for a practical work experience which in the end doesn't fit to their jobs? So, for example, I want to be a doctor and I have made something in a tourist office or something like this. Is it useful, or what will the employees say? Is it?
I don't think it's useful. I think it's useful to get some work experience in the job you really want to do, or you're interested in. Don't you agree with me?
I don't know. I think it's always good to know, because it could be that you have any expectations, and for example, you had all your life one dream, and then you made a training on this, and then you realize that it's don't fit to
totally
yourself.
Different that it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think, could it be a problem for the employers, when they see that you have done something totally different? Then in the end,
I don't think it's useful.
Thank you. Lynn, do you have any comments or questions?
Yes, I wonder, have you had any work experience yourself?
Yes, I have had work experience. I was working in a jewelry shop, and I was selling things.
What's the biggest difference between being a student and going to work?
I think when you have a job, you have more responsibility, and you earn your own money and you have to work hard for it. So you realize that it's the worth of it. So
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you. Kirsten, are you ready, or would you like to look at your notes again?
I tried.
Okay. All right. Please tell us all whether you think all companies should provide training at work so that employees continue to improve their skills. And Aronga, please listen and then comment or ask questions at the end. All right?
Okay. Today I would like to speak whether all companies should provide training at work so that employees continue to improve their skills. And first of all, I think the advantages for employees of providing these trainings are that the employees start to be they are more efficient. They can work more efficient. The employers have more information about how their employees work, how good they are. The advantage for the employees is that the job starts to be more they have more variations, and they can improve their knowledge, and it doesn't start to be boring. Which type should they provide? That of course always depends on which job you have. It should, for example, if you have something where you have a lot of contact with what's the name of people who, for example, if you have a lot of contact with, for example, with the audience. What's another word for audience? How to work with your, or how to work in a group, how to, if, for example, if you are a manager, how to lead different situations. All in all, I think it's such useful that that the employers should pay for it and not the employees.
Thank you. Aronga, please comment or ask Kirsten any questions.
Yeah, I've got a question for you. What do you think about psychological training to learn about yourself?
I think that's a really good point. It always, if you understand, first of all, you should understand yourself before you start to conversate with other people, and I think it's a very, very useful thing to do.
But do you think it's useful when the employer decides this, or when the employee decides?
Half. Because it's kind of private. For me, it's kind of private that I wouldn't like to have my employer to know everything about my personal, my person, about my mental. For example, if somebody has mental problems, that the employer knows it. So the employer should decide in the end what's going to be published or something.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Thank you. Lynn, do you have any comments or questions?
Yes. Do you think it's reasonable for employers to make training compulsory?
Sorry, could you repeat it?
Yes. Is it reasonable for employers to say that all staff must undertake training?
I think no. I think the employees should decide it on their own.
Yes.
Because if you like your job how it is in the moment and you don't want to take this opportunity, or maybe they could say, okay, I want to make it next year or something like.
Yes.
Something.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.